Good morning. So today I'm going to show you something a little bit different to what I normally do. It is sort of charity shop thrifting related because this is where I get the materials from. But this is something that I do. I haven't done it for a while, but I'm starting to get back into it now because I've got my Etsy shop open again. And I used to sell quite a few on there, but I'll show you what it is. And this is how I turn these things, which I'm just about to show you, into something else. So when I go charity shopping, this is the sort of thing I pick up. These old pewter items, pewter mugs. I mean, you see these in every charity shop. Some of them are overpriced. They think they got gold, but they're not. They're only tin. So I think I paid £1 or £1.50 for that, and it's got quite a bit of weight to it. And to be honest with you, when that's melted down, I'll probably get maybe 10 pendants out of that. This was quite a good one. I think I paid £3 or £4 for that. It's quite heavy, big dish. It's quite a nice dish, but nobody really wants them these days. So what I do is I bash them up with a hammer into small pieces like that, and then I turn them into pendants. There's a couple of I've sold loads of these ones here. These are Viking rune pendants, for protection, love and wealth. And on Etsy I sell loads of them. Some other ones which I've messed about with, toyed around with. That's like an Aztec sun god. There's a little flower pendant there. That's just a hammered. What I've done with that, I've dripped the hot metal onto a piece of wood and made like a random shape, and then just hammered it. There's another one that needs cleaning up. It's a little hair looking at the moon. And these little big feet, big feet. They need cleaning up. But you can make moulds, which I've done here. These are just silicone moulds. You can buy the silicone off Amazon. But what I do first is get some clay or milliput and make the little things that I want to make. And then use the silicone to cast it. So that's fine. Oh, there's a little Bigfoot I made out of clay, and there's the mould there. It's only silicone rubber. These are high heat ones. Excuse me. But I found out that the cheaper silicone is good enough. So these are harder, and they can take more heat, but you don't really need that much heat. So these are fine. They work. So. And they're cheaper. It's cheaper to buy that green stuff. And this is the mountain pot, the solder pot. Now this was I think I paid about £30 for that a few years ago, and I've had it about 3 years now, and it's brilliant. And I'll show you in a second. It comes with the little ladle. I'll show you in a second when it heats up. But you can also buy moulds as well. This was one I bought off Amazon. It's all skulls. We better see it that way. They're only a couple of quid, they're not very expensive. And then you've got the inks, which you can age them with. That one's the green ink, obviously. And then you use like a black ink on that one and wipe it all away. Then all the little flaws and the little indentations, take the ink, and it makes it look aged, which is quite nice. But I'll show you how it's done. Okay, that's all melted now. It don't take long, it takes about 15 minutes. But what you do get is you get a lot of dross and rubbish, because inside the handle, sometimes they fill the handles with like a lot of rubbish just to fill it out and make it heavier. So you have to get rid of that. So just scrape it off. It's just oxidation and just impurities really. So just get rid of all that stuff, and then you should be left with some nice, clean, shiny pewter. So I'm going to show you how to make this pendant here. It's like a Viking rune pendant of protection. Usually the first pour doesn't come out too well because the mould needs to heat up, so you might have to do it once or twice. Sometimes it comes out okay, but you usually have to heat the mould up with the liquid first, then you might have to remelt it and start again, but I'll show you. So first of all, you put a little bit of talc in the mould. It's just normal baby talc. It just helps it to release better. Just put a little bit in there and rub it around, tap it out, and then we've got our little ladle. A bit more rubbish in there. I'll just let that heat up as well. It helps if it heats up. And then we're going to pour it in. Just heat it up a little bit more. Must be a bit of rubbish on the ladle. I'll get rid of that. And then we just pour it in. Just leave it for a second. Just let it cool down and set, and then we'll chuck it in the water, and then we'll see what we've got. It might come out okay. Okay, you just have to leave it for a couple of minutes just to set, and then we can ping it out and see what happens. That one doesn't look too bad, to be honest with you. We can tidy it up in a minute. We'll put it in the water for now. Just let it sit in there for a second. And there you go. Just cut that piece off and put it back in there. And then we just got to give it a little polish with a Dremel. Drill a hole through there, and you've got yourself a little Viking ring necklace. Just give it a little clean up. Take all the sharp edges off with a file. And then I've got a little Dremel with this is just a little rechargeable one with a metal brush on the end. Okay, let's try one of the skulls from the bolt mould. I've just put a bit of talc in there, and I'll show you. Let's just get all the dross out again. These skull moulds take quite a bit of material, so they're quite deep. Just give it a little tap to get any air bubbles out. so they are quite deep. I'm hoping this one will fail so I can show you what it looks like when it does fail, but it may not. As you can tell when it's ready, because it goes like crystals on the back, and it changes a slight colour, it goes a bit of a dull colour, so it just takes a minute or so. But it's a cheap little hobby, or a cheap little money maker really. I mean, this thing was, like I said, 30 quid. The stuff for the moulds is about I think it's £20, but you can get loads and make loads of moulds out of it. The inks to stain it, I think they're about £6 each, but they last forever. When I've had that one there, I bought that when I first started, and it's just run out now actually. So that was £6, and that's lasted me about 3 years. And you only need a little bit. Just wipe it over, and it gives it a nice aged look. It gets all to all the little nooks and crannies and the little imperfections, and it makes it look nice and old. I've run out of black ink now, so I'll have to do that one later, but that's going to look quite nice when it's done. Right, as you can see, that's changed now, so give it another 20 seconds, we should be able to ping it out. Hopefully it's okay, but if it's not, it's a good thing. I can show you what it looks like when it fails. Yeah, so it's not too bad, but it's got a hole in it where there's been an air bubble, but it's easy to fix. You just plop it back in there, and in a few minutes it melts again. Well, not even a few minutes, a few seconds. There you go, gone. Then you can do it again. It does take a few times, especially these deeper moulds. With the deeper moulds, they tend to hold a few air bubbles, so we'll try again. Right, that's set now, so let's pop it out and see if we can get a decent looking skull. Yeah, that's not too bad. There you go. Just needs a little bit of a clean up. Polish them up a little bit. So there you go. I know this is a little bit different from videos I usually do, but I thought you might be interested. So I hope you liked the video. I know it's a little bit different than what I usually do, but it is kind of charity shop related, because that's where I get all the pewter from, and it's recycling, so you know, it's all good. If you're interested in seeing more videos like these, then let me know in the comments, or if you'd like to buy any of the pendants that I make, because they're all one-offs really. They've all got little tiny flaws, so no two pendants are ever the same, so you're going to get something unique. Then I'll pop the Etsy link below, and sometimes I do sell them on Vinted and eBay as well, so I'll put them in as well, and then you can maybe purchase one to help me out, or if you want to make a comment, and I can make some more videos like that and show you a bit more detail. Okay, thanks for watching. See you soon.